Greetings, I'm Demonac, the Game Master and the guy who makes the videos for Tales from my D&D campaign. I get a lot of questions, and I love the comments and the enthusiasm people have shown for this series, so I'm just going to throw out some rapid-fire answers if I can possibly restrain my innate verbosity. And yes, like most FAQs, half of these are questions nobody actually asked. Is this a real game? Yes. Obviously, there's a lot of editing and presentation that goes into converting 3 to 6 hours of tabletop gameplay down to a pacing that is suitable for YouTube. The dialogue often has little chunks written from scratch as I try to fill in for my imperfect notes. But I try very hard to maintain the unique speech patterns of the different player characters, and as much as possible maintain the spirit of the events as they transpired. So far, the players have been quite happy with the representations of them. Who does all the voices? Me. Me. Occasionally I get some of the female voices done by my sister Orestria, which is quite a process because she lives pretty far away, but otherwise all of the great voices you hear, and all the crappy ones, they're all me. Is the campaign still going on? How close are the videos to where you are in the game? At this time it is still ongoing, but the videos are over a year behind. Originally my plan was to catch up, but I think I'm slowly falling further and further behind. Fail. Did I hear that your players are other YouTubers? Graven Row is played by none other than Quill18, and Reginald Black is played by Briarstone. Little One and Angel don't have a web presence that I'm aware of, but if that changes, I'll make sure to link to them as well. The game has gone on so long there have actually been a couple other players at different times, but we'll get to them when we get to them. Can you record your sessions? We'd love to hear, even just podcasts of your games. Okay, the space where we play and the equipment we have is not very good for capturing a group activity like this. Last year, I did start recording crappy audio as part of my note-taking, but it sounds horrible, and although a few of you know what a podcast of a regular D&D session is like and still want that, many people would be surprised at how long, boring, and full of empty space, dice rolling, and looking things up it is just to listen to other people playing D&D and not participate. Even edited, which would take way too much time and effort, it would still be a lot less entertaining than a TDDC episode. D&D sessions which are entertaining to watch, such as Acquisitions Incorporated with Scott Kurtz and the Penny Arcade guys, those involve a lot of funny people performing, trying to be on for several hours straight, and while our sessions have some great funny and exciting bits, even with a lot of editing, the experience of listening would not live up to that sort of stuff. That said, some crappy recordings do exist, so it's not impossible that I might put out some raw snippets at some point after we catch up, but don't hold your breath. Can you be my game master? I'm gonna say no. Probably don't live near us, and I'm already spending so much time on videos and actual planning of the campaign that I can't advance all the other creative projects that I'd really love to be doing. How do you make your game world so deep and detailed? That's not one of the fake ones. I've been asked that question a lot. So many times, in fact, that I'm going to make a video about it, so you can check that out. Right here. This is a video. Link. When is the next TDDC? That cliffhanger is killing me! A surprising amount of editing and crappy vector art goes into every episode of TDDC. An episode usually takes about a month to complete, though I try to squeeze in some less work-intensive content in the meantime, like an extras video to accompany each episode, where I give more information about the game world, or talk about some of the stuff that happened in the campaign but didn't quite make the video. My goals for 2014 are to do at least 13 episodes, so more than one per month, to catch up on the extras to the current episode, and to do at least one pilot for another web series. A month? I don't want to wait a month! Sadly, that's how long it takes. If you have to hear more from me, you can subscribe to my Twitter at TalesDDC for stuff like my silly D&D house rule of the day, watch me play and analyze Hearthstone games on my Demonac Games channel, or read another gaming comic, my D&D webcomic, currently on hiatus, but with an archive of over 600 ugly text-heavy comics. One last note, a viewer was kind enough to create a TV tropes page for TDDC, so if you are caught up on current episodes, I'll leave a link down below so you can check it out. But make sure you watch all the episodes first, or there are bound to be some spoilers. So thanks for making that, and of course thanks to TV Tropes for having no notability standards. And thank you all for watching, and please like, share, and subscribe.